All of you ready with the textbook? Page number 4. Look in your textbook while I am reading. Okay? Ready? Yes. Ajja was in the reading room. Ajja, whispered Putti. In the olden days, did people get dirty traveling by train? Ajja nodded. There were steam engines then, which ran on coal, not electricity, he said. Black coal dust used to fly out of the chimney and land on everyone and everything. Terrible. That's it, Putti, hissed Putta. Electric trains were the clean trains. He pulled out a book on the Indian Railways. It says here, he pointed, that India's first electric train came to Bombay in 1925. And Mataji says she was about 9 then, said Putta. If she is right, then Mataji was born in 1916. Last class we discussed up to this what they could find out. Yes, from a book they could see that in a book they could find that electric train came to Bombay in 1925. And Mataji says when she was 9 years old, her uncle told her about this. Okay, when she was 9 years old. That means which year she was born? She was born in 1916. 1925, that day we find out how they got 1916. 1925 minus 9. That is 1916. Okay. Then listen. But she could be wrong, you know. Frowned Putti. Frowned. Frown means no, not agree with that one. What Putta said. Putta said that means she was born in 1916. But who is not ready to agree with that? Putti is not ready to agree with that. She could be wrong. You know, sometimes it's only a guess. Okay. Only one way to make sure, said Putta. Okay, there is one way. Okay, we can make it sure whether it is right or wrong. We have to find out if that big party for kings and queens in Delhi, which Mataji said happened 5 years before she was born, happened in 1911. Okay, one thing they could find out from this, from the incident clean trains. Okay, from that one they could find out she was born in 1960. Then they are telling we can find out which year that function happened, that grand party happened. So if that also correct, then she is right. That is their idea. Then they are telling we have to find out if that big party for kings and queens in Delhi happened in 1911. Let us find out that. They ran back to Ajja. Ajja, was there a grand party for a foreign king who visited India around 1911? Do you remember any party like that in 1911 that they are asking to grandpa, okay, grandfather, Ajja. Ajja frowned. Means again, he also not 1911. Why is that date so familiar? Yes. It was the year the Gateway of India was built in Bombay. And yes, it was built to welcome the British Emperor of India, George V. There must have been several grand parties, not one. Then, who is thinking about that one, that question? Grandpa, Ajja is thinking. And what is he saying? He is asking, why is that date so familiar, well known, famous, that date, that particular year, okay, 1911. Then he thinks of that one and saying, it was the year the Gateway of India was built in Bombay. Okay, this Gateway of, where is Gateway of India? Did you study this one in social? Okay, Gateway of India. Okay, this is Gateway of India, and it is built to welcome British King whom George V. Okay, he visited, you know, in 1925. Who was ruling here? 1911 and 1925 that year, and who was ruling here? British. Okay, British. That time a British king visited India. Who is that? Who is that? George V. Okay, George V and his wife visited here, and to welcome that king, British king, the Britishers here, they made a building. That building is Gateway of India. There must have been several grand parties in connection with that visit. Okay, in connection with that visit, there must have been so many parties that is telling. Not only one party. Among that parties, this was one party. Which one? A party for a grand party for Indian Maharaja and Maharanis. Okay. Thanks, Ajja, cried the twins. That means they are very near to the answer. That's why. They knew exactly how old Muttaji was. Now they have no doubt at all. Very clearly, very clearly they know how old Mataji was. 5 minutes later, the twins were racing towards home. Where were they? They were in the library. 5 minutes later, the twins were racing towards, running fast. Okay, running fast towards home. Mataji, they panted, running. They are breathing heavily. They panted, rushing straight to her room. Did the Mysore Maharaja get his gold medal from King George V? Okay, that's the only thing they want to know. Anyway, they know King George V came to India, visited India, and there was a grand party in 1911. And one more thing they want to know, did the Mysore Maharaja get his gold medal from King George V? Mataji said happily. Yes, you are right. That is it, George. What clever children you are. How could you find out this one? What clever children you are. That means, Mataji, that you were born in 1916. You are exactly 100 years old today. Means, they came to the conclusion. They got the answer. They could find out the answer. What? How old is Mataji? That means you were born in 1916. You are exactly 100 years old today. That's great work, twins, smiled Amma. Amma was very happy to see that they could find out the year of her birth. That's great work, twins, smiled Amma. I think you and Mataji deserve a special treat for this. A big spongy cake with pink icing and a rose on top. What is the special they got? A special treat they got? A big spongy cake with pink icing and a rose on top. Hooray! Cheered the twins. They were very happy. They tried to find out something and they could find the answer, correct answer also. How old is Mataji? 100 years old. Okay? That is the lesson. Did you all like the story? How smart this Putan Putti, isn't it? Okay. Be like that. Whenever you have something to know, find out. Okay. Yes. Did you make any guess about Mataji's age? Any one of you? Okay, just check whether you are guessing and answer is correct. Okay. Now, once again you read the lesson very well. Okay, and make sure everything is clear to you. After that, next class. Okay, next class we can discuss. You do one thing, read the lesson very carefully, and if you could find, read the questions also. We have given many questions at the end of the lesson. Read the questions also. If you could find the answer, bracket it in the textbook. Underline the answer part. Okay, which are the answer to this questions. It is very easy. You could find out. Okay, read the lesson very well. Then very easily you will get the answer also. Will you do that one? Okay, all of you should do that. Okay, next class we can discuss the answers in detail. Okay, bye. See you next class.